Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my best friend. Common sense. I you done, and then you go into 10 minutes. And if you go over 10 minutes, that's something very important. But everything I say is fucking important. No, okay. I just got my ass up. And just a few days ago, I just quit my little part-time job, Popeyes. That's why it's almost impossible for me to work somewhere where I can sense and know psychically and psychologically that I'm being disrespected all around. And, you know, people say they rather be ambitious and just be silent about their pride, okay? But of course, I can't do that. I'll snap. I'll just kill everybody in the motherfucking store. Or if you have a gun or some shit, I'll pull out your eyeballs or some shit like that. I'm heinous. I'll take your child and eat them, okay? Like Jeffrey Dahmer. Or I'll talk to the spirits of some shit right in front of you and shit, and then your whole house be fucking cursed. But I'm not like that. I'm a very kind and gentle individual. I'll do something subtle, something more wiser, okay? But that was a few days ago, the Popeyes. Let's look at my Popeyes experience, okay? But if you don't know me by now, you're just going to have to look through some of my videos to know me. Okay? It's all about comedy. You don't take me seriously, or you can take me seriously. It's up to you. Okay? If you have comments, suggestions, or insights, you put it down below. But I always talk about interesting topics that most the YouTubers don't talk about. Have you realized this? Or someone may copy off of me. So if I have something titled there, trust me, I've looked for it and it wasn't on the internet. But if you do see something I'm talking about in similarity to it, that means they copied off of me. Okay, but it's okay. I don't mind it. I used to give some hinters and pointers. Like a little while ago, I just said, why don't someone make a video about women who don't like dildos, or women who don't like porn, like to watch porn. Or you could talk about women who don't like big dicks. Okay, right? Okay. But of course, I'm going off the subject here. When I say light, I'm talking about most people, which I despise the most, which is most of you, who are blinded by hoteps and religious zealots and charlatans, and also anything they read and they attach themselves to, okay? So you're not one of those special individuals who are unique in their own fashion. You love to socialize and you love attention. You use drugs, any form of it, or something like that. You are not an INJ, okay? Of course, you already know what I'm talking about if you watched most of my videos. I can't remember every fucking thing. I have more knowledge than you. It's fucking hilarious, okay? But it's true, okay? But this video is going to be about, sometimes I make up things at the top of my head, right? And then, of course, that didn't make a lot of sense, okay? Because I did the research, and also the voices assist me in my knowledge. And, of course, this video is going to be about strong men with weak men. Okay, strong men with weak men. When I'm talking about that, this is not scripted. Okay, remember, I'm an actor, a comedian, and I'm also not monotone. Monotone means talking or reading from a script. Okay, talking with a doll face without any sort of animations. And you know, black people love to be animated. Okay, so they're the more evolved race when it comes to comedy and humor. But then there are others, okay, which I've learned and analyzed, okay, which I can pretty much dig it, okay? Look at Jim Carrey. He's one of the animated white crackers out there, okay? I love him, okay? You look at Charles Faulkner, okay? Charles Farley from Saturday Night Live, the fat dude, okay? You know, this is a couple of white folks, white comedians that I admire, who are up there in the animated department, who are actually hilarious, okay? And then there's those who are the monotone, who crack jokes, who are black, like Steve Harvey, okay, who only crack jokes, and that's not truly funny, technically. But he's only funny to more on the white side. I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? But don't get mad at me, okay? It's not an opinion. It's just a fucking fact, okay? So, but if you want to be on that side, you know, and you like those people who are talk shows and shit like that, radio talk shows, or radio, anything like that, it's up to you. That's up to you. But that's another subject. This video is going to be about strong men and with weak men. Okay, as I said before, okay, in the past, strong women can go in multiple different facets of different directions, and usually strong women are basically not very attractive. Okay, the ones I'm talking about. I'm not talking about strong women who are queens, who are virgins, who are basically learning what men do. Okay, because you won't see that in society. That's very rare. I'm talking about the strong women who are career minded, who are like average looking or obese. Okay, and then they happen to run across these they're not matching their own criteria. So if they're fat or thick, that man is usually thinner, because I've met them. Okay, I told you I'm a counselor and shit like that. Remember, you're not. Trust me, you're not. And I will ask a question. I'm like one time, I give you a great example. I'm not gonna name no names though, but this guy, he was attractive, and he's like with this obese woman, and she's a strong woman. She got some intellectual prowess about herself. I'm like, she got a career, okay? Career is not a form of intellectualness to me, okay? Because intellectualness for king is knowing how to take care of the king, correct? Right? So we got that little logic out the way, because most women think that having a career it's only for her security purposes, to have a better life with certain materialism. It's called materialism. Escapism, what I'm saying? They're not interested in love. They're more interested in, their pseudo life superficially, okay? So these strong type of women who are mostly not super attractive, okay? But they will choose these attractive men, okay? And these men right here are more like the simps, so they listen to every command. And most of the time, I found out there's a pattern to this. There's a correlation to this. It's strange. Because when I talk to these type of men, as I told you, I counseled people before, and you have not. The men tend to be religious, or like Jesus, or they seem to be very soft, okay? And then I would talk to the female, and I was like, why are you with this man if you know you could control him? See, that's what these type of women want. They want to control this man. But then they still have a problem. Isn't that some strange shit? I was like, how do you know what I think? Truthfully, I know what I know. I'm going to say what I know. It's something sexual. It's a sexual chemistry between the two. And 9 times out of 10, that if a female who's strong, who do have a career, because I have met a few of those women, they tend to basically use their money and the externalness rather than their sexuality, something deep down inside. They really want to have a super attractive alpha male. They really do. But they can't really obtain that, because that man will basically either control them or dominate them or take their money. And I've told a couple of females like this, who were basically below my pedigree of beauty, because I'm not attracted to thick females. And I would say that you have to pay for it, okay? I don't get hard on thick females or fat females, because that's not something natural for most healthy men to pursue, okay? So it doesn't get hard. I never got hard. Okay? I'll go on my wife, right, my love? Because then I get hard on her because she's a virgin, okay? Or I get horny around her sister, okay? Anybody else who's thin, I just get horny, okay? But I'm not really attracted. I'm not desperate either. It just doesn't make sense, okay? When I was raised up, okay, you find out it's naturally true that it's unhealthy trait, unless they have some sort of sickness like hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism, but it's mostly hypo, okay? Like a hippo, hungry hippos, okay? But that's the true reason. I think it's, if they can't get something sexually attracted to, regardless of what type of man it is, even though he's more attractive, because he'll be more attractive than her. And now I will ask the man, so why are you with this tub of lard, okay? And say, hush, hush. I'm like, why are you with her? Because this motherfucker won't give you an answer. But basically, I already know the reason why, because he's a simp. And he's desperate himself, okay? He has no other choice, because he don't want to be alone. And he's more attractive than her. Isn't that strange? See how the paradox is? And then you got these not really attractive, average-looking, thick, heavy females who got careers and shit like that, which I've encountered, who basically tried to hold you, okay? Like pay you, or, that's just a fucked up thing, but that's what happens, again. But other than that, what else is there to say? I think I'm going to go over a little 10 minutes with this. My experience with females like this, I would tell you one story. One time I've traveled all the way to New York, from Pittsburgh to New York, to meet this female I could not see on the eHarmony. Okay? And basically, I'm assuming that she's thin, okay? At least halfway decent looking. And so I went out there, and I found out that she was like overweight. She picked me up, okay, from the Greyhound station, and basically proceeded to take me to her home, okay? And she proceeded to take me home. She basically didn't introduce herself correctly, and so she had a nice house. Okay, I told her, I'm not a money man. I'm not one of those type of guys, okay, where you can just pay me to do something. And it's good. It'll take a lot of fucking money. You'll be a broke bitch. I'm too high quality of a motherfucker. So I had a conversation with her, and then she took me upstairs like we was going to lay on her bed. She had a nice house, nice bed, nice posting. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I'm not a whore, okay? Like, most women will pursue that, and they want to get paid, okay? And it'll probably be videotaped, for a couple $100, okay? And so I'm like, I'm not like that. I don't care about your money. I tell you this in advance for a reason, because I'm legit. I'm the real McCoy motherfuckers, okay? So she takes me upstairs. She takes me upstairs and shows me her bathroom. I said, this is what you're going to take care of? I said, what the fuck? I didn't say nothing because, I'm somewhere in New York. I'm somewhere in New York. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at. Okay, so I better be good to this. I said, I said, you're going to be taking care of this. She showed me some bars in the bathroom or some shit like that. She was overweight. I told you, like 260 pounds, 250. And so I just be like, I basically, sometimes I told her, I said, hey, I like to play games and stuff like that. You want to play games or something like that? Because women these days are not very intelligent enough to know what men want. Okay, there's a book that Steve Harvey created, and it was called "Think Like a Man, Act Like a Woman" or some shit like that. Or there's another book called "Men Are from Mars and Women from Venus" or some shit like that. But it's all those things are inaccurate because they have some experience, but basically they don't have the true experience like this real McCoy type men should act. Okay, but other than that, that's another subject. She took me upstairs, and then all of a sudden I came downstairs, and I'm like, she didn't want to play no games with me. She didn't want to watch no movies with me. I did make her happy and smile. I looked in that broad's face. I was like, God damn. I said, I did tell her that I was going to take her to fucking Red Lobster before I met her. I said, you don't have to go to no Red Lobster in that motherfucker. You didn't have to go to no Red, because she had the lobster and everything in her fucking refrigerator. Her refrigerator was so fucking full. It was so fucking full that I was like, God damn, some meat was falling out of the motherfucking refrigerator. This is like, wow. Okay, woo! I'm gonna cook me up a feast tomorrow. My goal was to stay there for 3 days. My ticket was planned for 3 days because I was like, I was gonna get some ass. I was gonna get some clean panties or some shit, but no, I'm not. I don't touch that with a long stick 10-foot pole, motherfucker. I don't touch long panties. I don't touch that shit. No, that's for y'all motherfuckers. Y'all sip motherfuckers. Right, my love? Right? Right. What you eating? They say your face is pretty. You angry? Did I beat you? You're pregnant? She's about to drop. This is why she can't show her face, okay? Yeah, but anyway, the next day, okay, I would sleep downstairs and she slept upstairs. I said, do you want me to sleep next to you? Because I can sleep next to fat people, okay? She said no, because you be horny as hell. I had that happen before. I have other stories, motherfucker. Other stories. I'm sleeping with fat women. Not having sex with them, but sleeping with them. Right next to them and shit, rolling around. I said, I don't want to get rolled on and shit. I'm only like 150 pounds like Mayweather. Shit, I keep myself in shit. I ain't got no time to be touching your breasts or some shit, But, getting you horny and trying to fuck you? No. Because it's not going to happen, okay? But anyway, I was downstairs and then I realized my daughter comes in the house and I'm like, her daughter was fucking fatter than her. Her daughter was fucking fatter than her. I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? The fuck is this? Because I know I wasn't a weak man in her house. I was like, I'm not staying. And once the 3 days is up, I'm getting the fuck out of there, right? So I'm like, her daughter comes in there, and her daughter's fatter than her. I was like, how the fuck is that fucking possible? My mind was like, blown. The fuck, it was blown. How the fuck is that possible? Right? Okay? I know you're laughing. How the fuck is the daughter fatter than her? I thought that was her fucking sister or her fucking mother. She said that this is my daughter. She just ran upstairs. I think she came over just to see my ass. And she was like, don't you dare. She said that to her daughter. She said, don't you dare walk past my guts like that. Say hello to him. She came back downstairs stomping her feet and shit and said, hi. I said, hello, ma'am, okay. She was Jew. I thought I was going to get massacred. That motherfucker hungry hippos. Hungry hippos. Whew. Fixed her some breakfast or some shit like that. And then her daughter left. I didn't know where the fuck I was at in Buffalo, New York. I was Syracuse, New York. I don't know. The drive was only like fucking 15 minutes wrong. I wasn't doing the Batman thing. I was trying to analyze my surroundings because I didn't know what the fuck am I? Okay? But anyway, continue the story. After I fixed her some breakfast, a nice breakfast, some shrimp breakfast, tortilla, because I make my own food, and it always tastes good. Usually it tastes good. I test the taste. Taste test. That's why my food is always good. I taste test it, and then I mix it in there, and I cook that shit, motherfucker, and I know how to cook. So I'm like, okay, that was my last day there. Okay, so I only stayed downstairs playing games and watching some movies on her Netflix and shit like that. And I had my own movies I brought over. And eventually, it was come time to leave. She was crying on the phone. The last thing I remember is that she was crying on the phone, and then she wanted me to talk to her mom. Okay, and her mom was like one of them INJ individuals, special individuals, psychic, powerful individuals. And she said to me, "I'm sorry that you came over and you were disappointed with my daughter." She said, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" Okay. And she said that, because I know she's overweight and you're not attracted to her. Like, she already has a daughter. Because I told her. I said, whoa, you did? Oh. I said, well, said she's crying because she knows she messed up. She didn't listen to her mother. Oh, I said, I wonder how her mom looked. I was interested in her mom. She was very sweet and kind. She sounded kind of white. Yeah. Okay. She was like, okay, who's this? I said, that's my mom. And then she was crying and stuff like that. And then I was like, don't cry. I said, don't need to cry. Things happen. Mistakes happen, okay? And then I was trying to soothe them and shit like that. And I was hoping my ass she would drive my ass back to the fucking Greyhound station. And her mom was telling me, yeah, you're a great man. You're a very powerful man, she says. It's very rare to find your types to travel for a woman. And then you didn't see her. I know you didn't probably see her video. I said, no, I didn't see her. Yeah. She was probably psychic. I didn't actually. I came like a surprise. It was a surprise. She didn't show me her face on the fucking eHarmony, okay, right? That's why I quit eHarmony, because you don't show you pictures and shit. I'm like, this is bullshit, okay? And eventually, she drove me home and stuff like that, and I was shocked because her mom was so accurate about me and my personality, okay? And when I went home, I was like, Jesus, thank you very much. She let me off and said, nice to meet you. And we never talked again, never saw her again. But this is an example of strong men with weak women. But I wasn't a weak man, though. But there are men out there who will stay with a woman and do anything she asks. I would rather be alone. I don't have time for that, okay? If I'm healthy, you are going to be fit. All right? Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of land. Welcome to my page. Understand the psychology of a strong king such as myself, Renaissance king. It's very rare, okay? And you must understand to train yourself in order to become like myself, okay? Because I know a lot of you admire me. The small percentage. I'm not going to be arrogant about it, though. Okay, small percentage, okay? And I don't like the most of you. You bastards are liars and cheats and sneaks and snakes on the Ravenclaw house. Peace.